All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, everybody? Going live for the pre-market prep. Today is Friday. Just to do a quick recap, I'm gonna discuss my trade from yesterday. $430 in 26 seconds. Just shortly after the market opened yesterday, I did trade Tesla. Let me pull up my journal real quick. And remember, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the live chat. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate the love, appreciate the likes, appreciate the support. I'm here to help however in any way I possibly can. All right. It's all for free. I will never ask you to pay anything for uh, me to share with you or answer any of your questions, no matter how many questions you have. All right. So feel free to drop those questions in the live chat and I'll pause periodically to answer them. Let me pull up my day trading journal. And by the way, I'm using a free journal anyone can use. It's called stonkjournal.com. Let me zoom in here. Oops. Stonkjournal.com is the website. Stonkjournal.com. All right, so currently my P&L is 7.8. We're approaching 8K. I expect to hit that by the close of July. Given my average win rate of almost $500 a win. So let's take a look here at the Tesla trade I did yesterday. So I want you all to note that, again, look at the price on these contracts. All right, so don't let anyone deceive you and tell you that you can't make money with cheaper contracts for Tesla. Just to give you an idea, this one Tesla contract was $221. $221. In the quantity column, you can see that I bought 10 of them. And so my net total was 2,200. I won in 26 seconds 400, or profited or gained in 26 seconds $430. All right, $430 in 26 seconds. Now, if you want to learn how to do the same, just tap in with me. It's for free. Listen, I will walk you through happily and patiently, step by step, for anyone who's interested in learning how to do the same. Okay. This is not rocket science, folks. So don't be afraid to tap in and learn. And don't think to yourself that your questions are, too basic, too simple, too stupid, too dumb. Don't think that way. Okay. Ask as many questions as you feel necessary so you can begin to develop this skill so you can do the same. All right. Where can you do this at? $430 in 26 seconds. For those of you that just tapped in, this is the pre-market live where I focus on Tesla. That's my primary target. Just like a quarterback, they have their primary target and then they have their second and third option. My second and third options are the Mag 7 and the semiconductors like NVIDIA, AMD, and then your other tech stocks like Meta, Microsoft, Apple, Google, and so on. All right. So yeah, tap in, continue to tap in. Feel free to drop your questions in the live chat. I'm here to help any way possible. All right. Don't be afraid to ask your questions, any questions whatsoever. And if you're shy, you don't want to drop your questions in the live chat, no worries. DM me any and all of your questions and I will happily answer them all. Okay. I will never, ever, ever leave you hanging. But yeah, so yesterday I did take a trade. This was right after earnings. I did talk about this early on in the week that we could have a day one, day two mover right after earnings, right? So earnings was Wednesday for Tesla, and it seemed like the entire market was waiting for Tesla's earnings. And although Tesla fell short in the earnings, I was explaining to everyone that you don't let that discourage you because Tesla is a unique unicorn in the marketplace. They don't move just solely based on what their earnings results are. It's based on what the investors believe Tesla will continue to do, or is planning to do in the future. And they have a lot of plans. And I've been discussing this in my previous pre-market live sessions. Okay. But I want to further emphasize the fact that you could have bought one contract yesterday of $221. And obviously I bought 10 of them. But here's the key. I made $430. And so if you divide that by 10, how much is that per contract? Well, isn't that $41? So even if you were thinking to yourself, like, well, maybe I don't have enough money to begin investing in stock options, but you do. You can see here, there's another contract that I bought for 95 bucks. Okay. Obviously, I bought 19 of them. But again, you can start with as little as $100. Don't let people deceive you and tell you that you can't start with a little bit of money and begin growing your return. And by the way, my goal is 3 to 7% return on my investments, right? But you can see that I'm making well more or beyond that. So let me walk you through step by step. All you have to do is tap in with me. It's all free. I will never ever charge you for any of my time. Now, just keep in mind, I am a one man team. All right. So as demand starts to pick up, it may take me some time to get to you. So my advice or suggestion would be tap in as soon as possible. Don't wait. All right. Feel free to DM me any number of questions. All right. And we could go live. We could do a 101. A couple of people asked me yesterday, would I be willing to do a 101? I said I had never done a 101 before, but yeah, sure. I'm happy to help out any way I can. Oh, by the way, I started a giveaway where excuse me, well, I will give the winner anywhere between $300 to up to $1,000 to get them started day trading stock options, right? So guess what? You're not even risking your own funds. All right. I'm going to give the winner anywhere between $300 to $1,000. All right. And remember, I said you only need to start with as little as 100. So imagine some fortunate person will get the opportunity to learn at their own pace and take advantage of this opportunity. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. And if you're interested in participating in that drawing, all you have to do is simply DM me and say, hey, I want to participate in that drawing. And then I'll send you a message confirming that you are in. All right. Now, the process is simple. The drawing will end the third week of August. All right. The third week of August. And excuse me, the third week of August. And I will select and announce the winner live the following week on Fridays. All right. And how will I select the winner? I'm going to use a free online number generator. All right. I'm going to use a free online random number generator. So, yeah, you don't want to miss that. If you are new, you can be completely new. You don't have to have any prior experience. I'm going to walk you through slowly, step by step, to help you select the brokerage account, get your brokerage account set up. And then, as I mentioned, the winner will receive anywhere between $300 up to $1,000. And I'm going to give you that money to fund your brokerage account so you can get started. And not only that, is I'm going to walk you through step by step to select the stock option to trade and when to get in and when to get out. So it's going to be easy peasy. We're going to do this slowly, step by step, so you can, and at your own pace, so you can learn this very, very valuable skill. All right. So if you're interested, feel free to tap in, DM me to participate that you're interested in participating in that giveaway. Okay. You don't have to do anything else except DM me and let me know that you're interested. And I will send you a confirmation message saying that you're in. All right. You don't have to do anything else. And remember, by the way, I go live every day, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Eastern. All right. So feel free to tap in. And if you can't make the live or if you have to drop early, just DM me if you want the replay. All right. I got you. So let's get back to it. Again, just a quick recap. I did trade Tesla yesterday. Man, it was so fast. As soon as the market opened, about 5 minutes in, I entered a short position. A short position simply means price can only go in two directions. Remember, folks, price can only go in two directions, up or down. All right. So short means I'm betting that the price is going to go down. Long means the price is going to go up. Okay. So I took a position towards the downside and it was quick, 26 seconds, $430. Okay. $430. So I was cool. I was done for the day in 26 seconds. All right. So let's jump into it. Here's the format for those of you who are new to my live pre-market prep. I go over scheduled red and orange folder news um, that could negatively or positively impact the market today. Okay. This is scheduled news. And then obviously I focus on Tesla. That's my primary target. So then after that, I'll hop over to TradingView, which is a free application. Anyone can log, excuse me, punch that web address in your browser on your mobile device or laptop or what have you, and you can also check out any stock that you might be interested in. So I'll jump over to tradingview.com and check out Tesla specific news to see what has dropped recently that could potentially impact Tesla coming into the session today. All right. So we'll take a look at that as well to see what news could have dropped recently that could either positively or negatively impact Tesla coming into today. Then after that, the last thing I will do is go over Tesla. Specifically, we'll open up the chart and I'll see what Tesla's doing currently in the pre-market. And then I'll talk about what I'm expecting and my strategy coming into today's session. All right. So if you want to see that, feel free to continue to stay tapped in. If you can't make it, or excuse me, if you can't remain, if you have to drop a little bit early, but you want to rewatch, just DM me and I will send you the replay. All right, no problem. All right, it's all free. And you can ask follow-up questions after the fact. All right, so let me pull up this scheduled news. All right, I use a free website. It's called forexfactory.com for those of you who might be interested. And this is where we check any red and orange folder news that could negatively or positively impact the market. Forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com. Okay. And let's see, it's Friday. We did have some orange folder news come in at 1 and 3 a.m. this morning. So we'll jump over to, in fact, let's jump over to Tesla real quick to see. The pre-market opens at 3 a.m. All right, 3 a.m. and it ends at 3 a.m. Central, 4 a.m. Eastern, and then it ends at 8:30 a.m. Central, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. All right, so let's take a look at the pre-market. This is the pre-market zone here that's shaded in yellow. So it looks like that news did kind of impact Tesla negatively. This is why I said we take a look at that news to see how it impacts our stock of interest. Okay, it doesn't matter what interest or stock you're interested in. We need to stay abreast on this scheduled news to see how it impacts the stock that we're interested in trading. All right, so in the pre-market, soon as we opened, we did drop significantly. Sellers continued to sell off quite a bit here. Appreciate the love, appreciate the likes. Thank you all, everyone, for the great support. Man, I love y'all. Appreciate it. Let me know any way I possibly can how I can improve this experience overall. All right, I'm happy to oblige. This is all free. I will never charge you. Whatever questions, however many questions, feel free to drop them in the live chat. If you're shy, don't worry. Just go ahead and DM me any and all of your questions. I will answer each and every single one of them. So we did have some that did impact the market a little bit today. Tesla did drop quite a bit. So let's get back over here to Forex Factory and let's see what else we have. All right, so we do have some more news dropping at 7:30. 7:30. This is core durable goods orders. So we'll take a look and see if that has any impact at all as well. But that's it. That's it for Friday. So it's going to be a smooth day the rest of the day, I anticipate. So let's take a look at any Tesla specific news. If you have a stock that you're interested in, let's see. Prince, you said, I would love to learn to know how to day trade. I got you, Prince. No worries. Just continue to tap in with me. It's all free. DM me any and all of your questions. Like I mentioned, I'll walk you through step by step how to get started to set up your brokerage account. You could choose any brokerage account. I'm really tech savvy. I've been working as a software engineer for the past 10 years. So I got you. All right. So I have Android and Apple devices, so it doesn't matter. I can help you all out. All right. So yeah, just tap in or drop your questions in the live chat. You got it. Okay. You said cool. Let me pause really quick and see. Self Lovely, I got you. You said my first time seeing you. Do you trade futures? I don't trade futures. I did create an account to begin trading futures, but I started with stock options, and so that's what I've been trading so far. But I will add that to my portfolio in sometime in the future. Sometime in the future. Let's see. Do you only trade Tesla? Good question, Self Lovely. I primarily focus on Tesla, just like a NFL quarterback, right? They have their primary target, their primary receiver that they like to throw to, and then they have their second, third, and fourth option. And I'm the same way. Typically, my focus is Tesla because the way it moves, you can make a lot of money very quickly. It doesn't matter what direction the stock trends in, whether the price goes up or down, and that's what I love. So just like yesterday, I made $430 trading Tesla to the downside in 26 seconds. But here, actually, let me show you guys really quick. Let me show you this really quickly. I'm going to pull up SPY, and I'm going to show you how you can look for other stocks. So in SPY, let me zoom in so you all can see this really quick. All right, so again, I'm on tradingview.com. This is a free website. If you click on SPY or search SPY, you can jump over to this. Once you click on SPY, it'll bring up a couple of tabs here at the bottom or towards the bottom. You see holdings. You can click on holdings, and I'll walk you through step by step if you want to find this for yourself. And if you're struggling, you get blocked somewhere, just let me know. I'll get you unblocked. But there's 504 holdings within SPY. These are your top companies. Okay, so you could choose any one of these. But I like to focus on your semiconductors like Nvidia, AMD, Amazon. These are the other tech stocks that I'm interested in, like Amazon, Meta, Google, Apple, and so on. So anything like that. Microsoft, I already mentioned. Did I say Meta? Yep, Meta. Eli Lilly. I made like $1,800 on Eli Lilly. But yeah, Netflix. So the list goes on. Let's see what pre-market window times. Eric, I got you. So hope if you're still on, Eric, I got you. The pre-market again, it opens at 3 a.m. Central, 4 a.m. Eastern, and then the pre-market ends at 8:30 a.m. Central, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Okay. Forex, Nika, no, not Forex. Uh, I don't trade Forex manually, but guess what? I did research for an entire year. Companies that trade Forex using AI bots. So I found a really good company, and I've been using them since October. So I have a separate brokerage account that is being traded using AI bots. All right. And I started with a really low position of $10,000. And it's been earning a return of 3.5% on average each month. And so, yeah, pretty cool so far. So that's for my long term. That's for my family, to leave them something. So hopefully we'll see how that continues to to grow. And if you guys have any questions about that, feel free to ask. I'll let you know. Let's see. Christopher says, "What are you looking at?" I'm in AUD USD and been up since yesterday. All right, so you're trading forex. Yeah, I trade stock options. I just mentioned that my forex account is being traded by AI bots, so that's all done for me behind the scenes automatically. I'm not selecting anything manually, and yeah, so I'm making money while I sleep. While I sleep. Let's see. Any other questions? Any other questions? Let me scroll up a little bit more. All right, cool. So it looks like I got all the questions out the way. So let me continue. Self Lovely asks, oh, okay, I missed one. Oh, I missed a few. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. Let's see. Cool. Terry says, what does orange folder mean? These are, so they rate them based on the criticality of the impact, right? Like how critical the impact of the news will be in the marketplace. So red is your high impact, and then orange is just below that. Okay, so it's just rating the color scheme is measures or is a visual representation of the criticality of the news itself and how it's going to impact the market. Okay. Let's see. Self Lovely says, I have some experience and have been learning, but not successfully consistent. Yeah, that's key. And okay, I have done options. Yeah, Self Lovely, I got you. All right. So whatever questions you have, just let me know, and we can always go live on a session, and I can walk you through slowly, step by step, at your own pace. And for anyone else who's interested in joining that particular session, feel free to tap in. We can do that. Whatever aspect you guys want to learn, we could tap in and do that. And let me let you guys know that I found a really great mentor. I did my due diligence again for the past years, starting in 2024, looking for the best mentor. And I happened to find one coming into April, going into April this year. So for the past 3.5 months, I've been trading live with this particular mentor. He's a multimillionaire, and guess how old he is? He's only 24 years of age. He's been day trading stock options for the past 7 years. If you want his information, I can give it to you. The mentorship isn't free. However, please note that it cost me $3,500, but I have been sharing everything that I've been learning from him for free. No gatekeeping. Why? Because I want everyone who's interested to learn how this to develop this skill so you can have the confidence to jump into the marketplace at any time and start making you some money and growing your money. That's key. All right. Let's see. So I got you. Prince says, wow. Self Lovely, yes, it makes big moves in either direction. Young Barber says, you see the upside on gold. I haven't checked out gold. I do have it in my watch list, but I haven't traded it. I haven't traded it. Carlos, I see you. Thanks for joining. Are you going to trade live with us? So the live session uh, today is Friday. So what I do every Friday is I go live with my mentor. So I provide free access so you guys can check out my mentor so you can see the breakout and retest strategy traded live in action. Okay. So if you want to check that out, feel free to tap in on my live at 8:30 a.m. Central, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, these it's himself. His name is Tony. And his number two pro trader, his name is Jack. He also goes by J Dub. All right. And they alternate um, talking on the Zoom call. And so I'll let you guys know who's who. All right. So yeah, if you want to watch that, they use very simple language. Both of them are multimillionaires and they're very young. Tony, who's my mentor, he's 24, and Jack is 23. I'm 46 large, and I don't have any problem learning from anyone as long as they know what they're talking about. All right. So if you want to check that out, feel free to tap in on the live at 8:30 a.m. today, Central, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. All right. Self Lovely, do you teach that with bots? No, I don't. I do have a software engineering background. So I was going to start developing my own AI, but then I discovered that there's already companies that already have them created. So I don't want to reinvent the wheel or spend time reinventing the wheel if someone's already created a solution. So I just started researching those particular solutions, and I'll be happy to share with you all the company that I chose. All right, so you can check that out as well if you're interested. Eagle 18, you said, what does your AI do again? It trades Forex. It trades Forex. All right. So I don't have to do anything. The average rate of return monthly is 3.5%. 3.5%. I put in, this is a separate brokerage account. So I have two separate brokerage accounts, one that I use to day trade stock options. And then for my Forex, I put in $10,000 for it. Okay. So I have AI bots trading that account, and it trades Forex. Self Lovely asked, do you trade affordable options? Yes, this is exactly what I was discussing just a moment ago. All right. So here, as you can see, let me zoom in for you all so you can see it, ladies and gentlemen. So here you can see that I bought a contract for Tesla for $221. And check out the contract I bought below the day prior. This was $95. So look at this one. This was $53. Now keep in mind the quantity in the adjacent column here. So I bought 10 of those $221 contracts. And I made $430 yesterday. But if you divide that by 10, guess how much you would have made per contract? That's $41. So your $221 would have netted you a 18, almost 19% return on your investment of $41. In how long? 26 seconds. 26 seconds. Tell me that's not amazing. So if you only have a little bit of money to start with, that's okay. You only need $100. So it just depends on the stock. We'll identify the stock where you can. If you only have $100, we'll identify that stock. If you have up to 500, then you have a little bit more room. We have flexibility in terms of the stocks that we can select. But yeah, Tesla, the contract I bought, these are the cheaper contracts. I can explain how that works. We can drill down on those details. If you all want, I can do that as well. I can pull up Thinkorswim, and I did this yesterday in the live. So if you want me to do that today, I can do that today as well. We got a little bit of time. But yes, Self Lovely, there are definitely affordable options. I've been testing them for the past 3 months. So don't let anyone deceive you all and tell you that you can't trade with cheaper contracts and make money. Guess how much I'm up so far these past 2 months? 7.8K. Can you all see that? I hope you can see that. Let me zoom in a little bit. For the past 2 months trading these cheaper contracts, 7.9K. All right. So don't let anyone deceive you and tell you can't make money with these cheaper contracts. Prince, is it Holly? Prince Holly. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. Let me know if the correct pronunciation. You said blessings. When you give, you receive. Definitely. I'm paying it forward. You got that 1000% right, man. I'm paying it forward. Like I said, I paid to tap in with my mentor $3,500. So, and I'm sharing everything that I've been learning these past 3 months, 3.5 months for free. No gatekeeping. I will never, ever, ever ask you all to pay a single cent. Okay. Yes, it's too good to be Baloo, or excuse me, it's too good to be true. Well, this is just one of those where it is. Why? Because I'm really afraid for people in this economy. This economy is crazy. All right, it's crazy. And we already just got through a very, very difficult, traumatic period from the recent pandemic. So I'm trying to help as many people as I can to begin to have developed the skills so they can make the money that they need to take care of themselves and their loved ones. Young Barber, you said what you think ABT Tesla or about Tesla dropping to 285 or 290s. We'll see. I just mentioned that a little bit earlier. You might have missed it. But that's what I said. Tesla earnings dropped Wednesday. It came in short. This was expected, though. This was expected. Listen, I could jump over to Tesla really quickly. Let me switch to the higher time frame chart. Let's go over to the daily chart. Let me reset my view so I can show you something here. Let me reset the view here. Let's take a look at the recent earnings. Okay. Hold on. Let me move this out the way so you guys can see this. I apologize. I apologize. All right. So can you see these markings down here? These are the earnings markings. Okay. This is when earnings had dropped for Tesla. Okay. Notice we were red the previous earnings, but look at the stock. The stock rose. So Tesla is that unique unicorn where investors don't primarily focus on the earnings alone. That's not the sole uh, ingredient that investors use to make their decisions whether or not to invest or sell. Okay, a lot of investors are really attuned. They stay abreast on what Tesla's doing, what they've done in the past and what they're going to do in the future. You might have heard of the robo taxi service that just dropped, but don't be fooled. All right, it's not just about this service. Tesla is transitioning to a tech based company. Currently is 90% EV automotive, 10% energy. All right, but it's transitioning over to a tech based company that will be driven by AI. So they're going to monetize AI. So what is the robo taxi service? What role does it play? Well, it's the application of that technology, right? Because it's an AI driven service. And they're also going to monetize the data that they receive from utilizing from this application within the robo taxi service. So yeah, stay tuned for more on that. But yeah, Prince Hallie said Hallie, is it Hal or Hallie? Let me just call you Prince H for now. I apologize because I don't want to butcher your handle. Let's see. I'll be reaching out to you later, King. I have to get my nieces ready for the day. Yeah, for all of you who have to drop, feel free to tap in with me. If you want to see this replay, just DM me and let me know. Say, hey, give me the live pre-market prep replay, and I will send that over to you as soon as Tesla makes it available. Carlos, so in 30 minutes, yep. It's 7:41 a.m. for me now. So that's going to be almost 50 minutes. 50 minutes, that's when the market opens. If you want to tap in and check out my mentor trade live. All right, free access, no gatekeeping. I'm going to go live and share access so you all can preview that. And it's going to be an amazing experience. So tap in and feel free to ask any questions during that live. If I can answer them for you, I will. Those that I can't, I will forward them over to my mentor because they'll spend like 30 minutes to an hour just answering everyone's questions. So I can drop that in their chat to get those questions answered also. Self Lovely asks, thank you for answering questions. And I sent you a DM. Okay, cool. Got you. Got you. Appreciate all the love and the support, the likes, the follows. I appreciate it, everyone. T. Baker says, when trading, what strategy you use? Do you keep the Greeks in mind when choosing your contracts? Yes and no. Yes and no. The first question you asked, what strategy? The strategy that I use is the simple breakout and retest strategy. The simple breakout and retest strategy for those who are completely new to day trading. I've been talking about this in my previous live sessions, going over it, explaining how it works. If you want me to go over that, sometime today. I can even do that later today if I take a trade and do a trade recap. Or if we have time during this live session, I could do that if we have time. Okay. But yeah, I use the breakout and retest strategy. But by the way, I will be granting free access so you guys can check out my mentor trade live using the simple breakout and retest strategy. So you can check that out, see it live in action for free. You said, do you keep the Greeks in mind when choosing contracts? Yes and no. All right. So the Greeks, for those of you who are completely new, I'm going to use a very, very simple explanation to explain, explain what the Greeks are. They're simply variables. Okay, just they're simply variables that could either positively or negatively impact the stock that you are trading. Okay, they're simply variables that could negatively or positively impact the stock that you decide to trade. Okay, and they're asking, do I keep them in mind? Well, it depends, right? If I'm approaching expiration, because you could buy contracts and they expire at a certain time. So let's say if I buy a contract that expires in 1 day, then I need to keep in mind the Greeks, because they could really, really cause you, or they could really, really negatively impact your position. And so, but for me, I don't buy 0 day contracts. And for the past 3 months, I've been buying the cheaper, lower delta contracts. And so I haven't had to worry about those variables. I haven't had to worry about those variables. And so, yeah, hopefully that answered your question. If you want me to drill down even further, I will. Let's see. Appreciate all the likes, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love it. I love it. I appreciate all the likes, all the support. Thank you for tapping in and listening. Looks like I got to all the questions. Christopher, thanks for the follow. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Okay. Appreciate you, brother. No doubt. I got everyone. So don't be afraid to drop your questions in the live chat or DM me. And there's never too many questions you can ask. Okay. I will happily answer every single question and walk you all through step by step. By the way, for those of you who just tapped in, I'm going to go live and grant free access so y'all can check out my mentor trade, the breakout and retest strategy. Okay, it's going to be an amazing experience. You don't want to miss it. All right, at 8:30 a.m. Central, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. And if you can't make that live session, no worries. DM me for the replay, and I'll send that to you once the session ends. It'll take a little bit of time for TikTok to record it, or excuse me, to make the recording available. But as soon as they do, I will drop that over to you, no problem. Let's see, T Baker. You said, what is your spread maximum when pricing, or excuse, when picking contracts, and what time frames do you trade in? Uh, oh, okay, you said, what is your spread maximum? So I want the spread to be very, very tight. Okay, very, very tight. So that is something that I keep in mind. So no more than 10, no more than 10 points. Um, but yeah, I want to keep it below that. So anywhere within that range is fine with me, but nothing above that. Okay. And you said, do I trade? What time frame do I trade on? So I trade on the lower time frame, the 1 minute time frame, using the breakout and retest strategy. I make my entries on the 1 minute time frame, depending on what the stock is doing when I enter the position or what it did previously, either the previous day or the previous week. I might manage it on the higher time frame, which will be the 5 minute or the 15 minute. Excuse me. But yeah, so I'll check that out. I'll check out the higher time frame. So I use a higher time frame analysis, checking out the daily, 1 hour, and so forth. But to answer your question, I will enter on the 1 minute time frame and manage my position on the 1 minute time frame using the breakout and retest strategy is what the strategy that I use to enter my position. And I also check out Qs and SPY, which are indices for those of you who are new, to also as a confluence to determine to add further confirmation for my entry. All right, to make sure I'm not betting against the direction of the market, but I'm betting with or entering a position with the market. So if the market is trending up, I want to be in the same position. If the market is trending down, I want to be in that position. Tesla sometimes doesn't always conform to what the market is doing, like SPY or Qs. It's like I said, it's a unique unicorn and it kind of does its own thing, maybe 60% of the time. But for the most part, you can gauge the direction of Tesla using SPY and QQQ. Hopefully that answered your question. What is your spread? Or, all right, I answered that one already. Can I make a deposit on TradeView with my Chime? And how does TV work? TradingView work? So TradingView, the currently the only two brokerage, the only two popular brokerages that I know that you can use within TradingView to trade, enter trades, and exit trades is Webull and IBKR. I use Thinkorswim, so they don't have that available for Thinkorswim just yet. But there are. I can pull this up really quick. Let me go to the trading panel, and then let me zoom in. So these are the trusted brokers that they have. I'm using Oanda for my Forex trading that's being traded by AI bots. But yeah, they have quite a few. So Webull is one of the more popular, and then IBKR is another one. Let's see. But yeah, so those are some of the popular ones that you could use. I haven't traded using TradingView. I use Thinkorswim. That's the brokerage that I use. So I enter my positions and exit them using TradingView. All right. But so I couldn't tell you, what that experience might be if you experience like downtime. I have noticed, so primarily a lot of traders just use it for charting purposes, right, to perform their technical analysis, and that's what I use it for. So, and there are other charting tools that you can use that are free as well. Some are paid. TradingView does have paid options to take advantage of additional features, so keep that in mind. Let's see. Christopher asks, can I make a deposit on trading? Oh, that I don't know. I don't know if you can make a deposit using Chime. Uh, I could do a Google search. I could do some research. If you aren't able to find an answer, just let me know and I'll do some research. And so just DM me if you can't find an answer to that question, and I will happily conduct the research to see whether you can or cannot. And then I'll message you to let you know. Annie Mae, you said good morning. Good morning to you. I appreciate you joining the live and tapping in. Whatever questions you may have, drop them in the live chat. If you're a little shy, no worries. DM me any and all of your questions. You don't be afraid to ask as many questions as you feel necessary. Let's see. Self Lovely, I can't day trade. Do you teach how to set up your take profit and set up your stop loss? Yes. Uh, that is one of the main things that you want to do in the context of investing, right? We want to not only learn how to make money, second, we want to learn how to grow it, right? And then third, we want to learn how to protect it. So in the context of day trading, yes, there are ways or mechanisms that the different different brokerages offer to help you protect your money. One of them is called a stop loss. You can enter this in systematically so that you get stopped out of the trade. The system will exit your position for you systematically based on the conditions you set. The other, which is a unique feature that Thinkorswim offers, that other brokerages do not. So keep that in mind. If that's a feature that you want, different brokerages offer different features. Thinkorswim to me is the more feature-rich brokerage. So you might want to keep that in mind when considering which brokerage to use. But Thinkorswim offers what's described as a trailing stop. And I'm going to provide a very, very simple explanation how that works. If you're interested in capturing more gains, but wanting to protect yourself in case the stock begins to move against your position. So it doesn't matter which position you take. Remember, price can only move in two directions, either up or down. So whether you're taking a position toward the upside or downside, you can continue to capture further gains. You can enter your conditions, set those conditions systematically, and if at any point the position you're in, if that stock begins to move against your position, it will exit the position based on the conditions you set. So absolutely, self lovely, you can do this. Do you trade USD? Carlos asked. Yes, I don't do this manually. Again, I have AI doing it for me. All right. So I did my due diligence. I researched companies for an entire year, found the company. I chose the company that I thought was the best. And they don't hassle you. They don't give you no BS. They don't try to sell you. They give you all the information. They were very patient. They answered all my questions. I think we had like three or four follow-up sessions along with follow-up emails. I don't play. All right. I take the time. I was even using Chat GPT to identify what questions that I should ask that I haven't thought about. And I sent them over all those questions and they patiently answered them all. All right. So that was the company that I chose to use to trade my Forex using AI bots. But yeah, it trades USD and all these other currencies as well. So there are many currencies that are available that are being traded globally, but I do not select them. The AI handles all of that. I just sit back and enjoy the gains. Let's see. Let's see. Follow. Thank you all for all the follows and all the likes. I love it. Appreciate that. Christopher says, I do have Weeble. So I can I uh, so can I deposit with Weeble? Yes. Yeah, you should be able to do that. Again, I haven't done this myself, but this is one of the trusted brokerages within TradingView that you can um, deposit. Once you deposit into your account, then you can trade using TradingView. You can enter and exit your position that way. What I can do, if you want help with that step by step, I can go ahead and create an account. I think I created a Webull and Robinhood account already. I'll have to double check to make sure. But I can go ahead and I'm very, 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 very tech savvy. I've been working as a software engineer for the past 10 years. So I don't have any problems testing out any aspect of this process. Okay. So if you want, I can connect an account. I can create a Webull account if I don't have one already and connect it to TradingView. And then I can walk you through those steps and we can check it out and see um, what features are available based on your goals. Okay, so yeah, I can do that, no problem. Christopher says, okay, thank you. Let's see, Carlos, how do you use AI to trade? Well, it's help me understand your question. I may not fully understand the question, but basically, there are let me give you the simple explanation and then let me know if I answered your question or not. And if I didn't, just feel free to drop in the live chat again. Just elaborate on the question and let me know what you're looking for exactly. But just imagine that uh, because this is very easy. That's why I'm encouraging people to learn this because this is very, very easy, right? To do trading stock options is very, very easy. Now, keep in mind, there's a lot to learn, and people might tell you so. There's a lot to learn when it comes to day trading or investing in general. But let me tell you this because I have the proof. And I'm very, very good at money. All right. I'm good at making money. I'm good at growing it. I'm good at protecting it. I've been that way for a long time since I was young, and I'm 46 years of age. I'm 46 large now. So I do know about that. I'm very good at it. This day trading stock options is very simple. Okay. And take it from me, a software engineer who's been working as one for the past 10 years. This is very simple. This is not complicated at all. It's not rocket science. All right, so this is just math and probability. And in math, you have what's described as patterns, right? And so the marketplace presents these patterns often. Okay, they present these patterns often. All right. And so there are many strategies that are ideal for that match with these patterns that are being presented in the marketplace. And there are many, many, many strategies, but you only need to select one. And the strategy that you select, right, you will learn that it has a inherent win percentage, right? That means it might be, for example, a 60% win rate. And what does that mean? Well, simply it means for every 10 trades, you can expect to win six out of every 10 trades. I can show you that the breakout and retest strategy that I use has a 60% win rate, and I'm currently at like 64, 68%. And so that's why I win between 5 to 6 out of every 10 trades. So the strategy that you choose will be ideal for a specific pattern that's being presented often in the marketplace. And you simply wait for that pattern to present itself. And then you enter your position and then you exit based on your predetermined goals. Okay. And so AI does the same thing. And the benefit to using AI is simple, it completely removes the emotion from trading. It just uses the technicals, the data. It's data driven. It evaluates the marketplace. It easily identifies those patterns that I mentioned, and then it begins to trade. It begins to trade based on those conditions. So it sees a lot more data than we can see, than a human being can see, and it can do so in an efficient manner, in an efficient way. A lot of problems you might see a lot of traders. Let me end this point by saying this. You might see on social media that new traders are saying, hey, look, man, I haven't been able to be profitable. I think it's too difficult, it's too challenging, or I can't figure out how to get this right. What they're saying behind the scenes or underneath the surface is it's not the strategy that they may be having difficulty learning. It's not the reading the charts that's the difficult or challenging, the most challenging part. It's controlling. You need three ingredients to be a successful and profitable trader. One, money management skills. And I already just mentioned that to you guys, to all of you ladies and gentlemen, that I'm very, very good at that. All right. Two, you need self control. And three, you need discipline. If you struggle with any one of those or any two or more of those, then yes, it's going to be difficult. You have to learn how to master those. All right. This is all about money management and controlling yourself, removing the emotion and using the data to drive you. All right. Um, I can go a little bit deeper into that, but just let me know if that answered your question. If not, let me know. Just elaborate on your question and I will elaborate. All right. I will go deeper. Let's see. And is it consistently profitable? Yes, I on average make 3.5% each month. Each month. Uh, each month so far. I started in October, so I've been earning on average 3.5%. It will range between 3.5 to 5%, which is pretty cool. That's not an account that. This is not an investment. This part of my portfolio is not for the purposes of making large amounts of cash. Remember, for my channel, I talk about the art of finance. So I conduct financial research. All right. My goal is to continue conducting financial research to identify ways to earn money, grow money, and protect the money we earn. Okay. So this is not a short term aspect of my portfolio. This is long term. This is for my family. All right. This is for my loved ones. All right. So you can get this started. I started with 10K. I believe they offer the option to start with 5K, but they recommend at least 10K minimum, and 20K uh, if you have it. And I had it, but I have 20K to put in there, but I didn't want to put 20K for something that's completely new and foreign to me. So I wanted to try it out and see before I added more money. So I started with 10K. But I believe they offer 5K. So yeah, you can check that out if you want. And I can provide you with all the information that I have and share that with you for free, no gatekeeping. And I can show you my account if you all want to see that too. I can show you those details. Um, Thank you all for the likes. You teach trading. How can I join? This is from Joey. Joey Crack. Hey, I love the handle, Joey Crack, no doubt. Man, do you check out Joe and Jada's podcast? I love their podcast. Joe is a. I'm not gonna get off topic, but Joe is a phenomenal storyteller, man. He's crazy. So yeah, I'm not a teacher. To answer your question simply, Joey, I'm not a teacher. Um, I'm just a person who is willing to share what they have learned. Okay. I'm not a mentor. I'm not a teacher. I don't do this for a living. Okay. I'm just a person who's interested in sharing that which they have learned to help other people. So I'm just interested in paying forward in any way I can. Okay. So that's my goal overall. So, whatever you want to know, however many questions you have, feel free to ask them, and I will answer every single one of them. And I will step you through slowly, step by step, to show you all of that which I have learned. Okay. No gatekeeping, and I will never, ever charge you for that time. Okay. Ever, ever, ever. All right. It's all free. Would you use eTrader? I don't use eTrader. I don't recall what research I may have discovered on eTrader. But yeah, if you have questions about that, I'm very, very tech savvy. Like I mentioned earlier, I am happy to conduct any research to help you make a more informed decision about any brokerage accounts to use or any charting tools, whatever the case may be. I'm happy to help you. So let me know what you need, and I'm happy to oblige. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. It's getting closer to that time, to 8:30. Um, I wasn't planning on continuing to 8:30, but it looks like I might have to. So for those of you who are still tuned in, I will be going live at 8:30, so you can see my broker, not my broker, my mentor trade the breakout and retest strategy live in action. All right. It's simple. And my mentor, he uses very, very simple language. I've been learning from him for the past 3.5 months. I've been trading the cheaper contracts to test so I can share this information and insight with you all for free. I'm up 7 point close to 7.9K. I am approaching 8K, and I expect to hit that mark by the end of this month. I'm averaging between $300 to $400 per trade as far as my net gain. And so I definitely expect to hit that mark before the end of this month. So you don't want to miss it. I'm going to be going live here with my mentor in the next 24 minutes. All right. So it looks like I might as well stay on this live session and just, I don't know, man, dang. It's going to have a different title though, and that's going to be pretty long. Mm, I may have to just drop and just retitle it because that will be a very, very long. So for those who just want the pre-market prep replay, I don't want them to have to. Yeah, that could be pretty long because the trading session with my mentor, that's going to be like an hour, hour and a half. All right. So, and this has already been an hour so far. So, what do you all want to do? Those of you who are still tuned in, what do you all want to do? Do you want to just continue uh, to the live session with my mentor, or do you prefer I separate these two sessions and just start a new live with a new title? It's up to you. It's up to you all. I can do it either way. Let's see. What is he trading? So my mentor, he focuses on his primary target is Tesla, and he also trades the other tech stocks and semis. All right, so that could be Nvidia, AMD, your other tech stocks. That's within SPY. It could be Palantir. It could be Meta, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, and you name it. But our primary target is Tesla. That's why I chose him, because I wanted to focus on Tesla. When I was doing my research, I was hearing people making a lot of money on Tesla. So I wanted to see how they were doing it and if, in fact, it was actually possible. And now that I've been trading it for the past 3.5 months, I can validate that claim. I made $430 yesterday in 26 seconds trading Tesla. All right. So my primary target is Tesla. His primary target is Tesla. And he also trades the Max 7 and other semiconductors and tech stocks. Let's see. To Miss AD, you said 2 lives. Oh, okay. So you want to do it two separate sessions? Okay, cool. Oh yeah, you're right, Carlos. Thank you. I forgot to mention this, because TikTok will flag me periodically and kick me off the live or restrict my live. I have to say this for as a disclaimer for the TikTok AI bot that's listening. All right, I am not a financial advisor. I do not have a financial advising license. Um, and I am not offering financial advice. I am simply sharing my experience for free. All that I have learned over the years, all right, as far as what I've learned about making money, growing money, and protecting it, and what I've been learning recently about investing in stock options. I am a new day trader. I have only been day trading consistently since April. All right. So I'm a new day trader. I've only been day trading consistently since the end of April. And that's the same time frame when I joined my mentor's mentorship program. Okay. This guy is phenomenal. I'm 46, but he's only 24 and he's already a multimillionaire. And he just earned over 150,000 these past 2 weeks. All right. So he has his number two pro trader, and you'll hear him in the beginning of the live session. His name is Jack. My mentor's name is Tony. Both of them are young. They're in their 20s, early 20s, and they're both multimillionaires. And it's amazing to just listen and watch these gentlemen trade and hear them use simple language to explain uh, how to day trade and be a successful and profitable trader. All right. Thank you, Carlos. Man, you always got my back. I appreciate that. Appreciate the love. So I will go ahead and drop this Zoom if there's no further question, or not Zoom, drop this live. I'll end this live. If you want the replay, remember, you can DM me and I will send you this replay as soon as TikTok makes it available. It's been over an hour, so it will take a little bit of time. And since we're going to be jumping right into the next live session, it will have to be after that. But as soon as it's available, I will get it over to you today. Also, remember, I have a giveaway. I started a giveaway this week, and it will expire the third week of August. I'm giving to the winner $300 up to $1,000 to get you started, to fund your brokerage account. I'm going to walk you through step by step how to get started, how to get set up, and what stocks to select, to how to enter the trade. I'm going to give you all of that. We're going to do it at a slow pace, step by step, and that's going to be fun. The drawing ends the third week of August, and I'm going to go live the following week to select and announce the winner. And so if you're interested in participating in that drawing, all you have to do is simply DM me and say, hey, I want to participate in that drawing. You do not need prior day trading experience. This is for the newbies. All right. Those of you who are interested in learning, this could be a huge opportunity for someone, for the lucky or fortunate winner. All right. You sent me a DM. Anthony, we got the same name. No doubt. Appreciate you. Um, Annie Mae, got you. The replay, I will send that to you. Let's see. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else? All right, cool. So I go live every day, Monday through Friday. 7 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Eastern. I'm going to say this very, very, very quickly. Every day, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Eastern. This is the live pre-market prep where I focus on Tesla, but you can feel free to ask me questions about other tickers, and we can go over that. But my primary focus will always be Tesla, okay? And then I will go live every Friday to, which today is Friday, to share free access to my mentor. So you can see the breakout and retest strategy live and in action. They use very, very simple language so anyone can follow. Okay. And if you have questions, drop them in the live chat during that live session and I will answer them. I will pause periodically if you need me to explain something with a little bit more detail. Or, and if I can't answer those questions, I will gladly forward them to my mentor. Every session, they will spend at least 30 minutes to an hour just answering all of their uh, mentees' questions. All right. So I can forward them over to them to get those answered. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have any other questions, I appreciate all the love, all the support. Thank you all for the follows, man. I appreciate it. I really do, man. I was sitting at like 50 followers like before I started going live. Um, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, like the week before last, and I think I'm already approaching 300 followers. So I'm glad that you all are finding value, and I'm just paying it forward. I will never ever charge you all for this time, but just keep in mind I'm only a one man team, so I only have so much time to be able to get to everyone. So just tap in as early as possible. Don't hesitate to drop your questions so you can get them answered early and as often as possible. Okay, everyone, I'm going to end this live and then I'm going to restart the next live. I'm gonna go live 10 minutes. Well, it'll probably be like 7 minutes. It'll take me a second to get the next live start up. All right. So I'm gonna grab some water. I'm gonna end this live, grab some water, and then start the new live. So stay tuned if you want to tap in for that live. If you can't make that live session, no worries. DM me and I will send you that replay. Just DM me and let me know if you want that one. Okay. So we have two separate: the pre-market prep, which was this, and then the actual live session, which is coming up. So just make that distinction in your DM, okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to drop the mic right here. See you in the next live session. Appreciate you all. Later.